Hello, YouTube frauders. Hello, how you doing? Well, today, the day has finally come. The biggest Street Fighter 6 patch of the year just dropped, and I don't think it's as big as a lot of people were expecting. However, that doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, but I think a lot of people who wanted really big changes probably aren't going to be very happy. And the main reason being because I think people want really big changes to the game, not necessarily because the game is unplayable or anything like that, but rather just because I think people are simply bored, I would say, of the current meta. It's been throw loops for what, 3 years? It's been Shoto's Fireball Drive Rush 3 years, Crouch Medium Kick Drive Rush for 3 years, but Capcom does seem pretty intent and pretty solid with that being the game that they want to present to us. We'll be going over some of the changes. I don't think the patch notes are as big as everybody. Boot up, we're gonna see what's good, what's bad. Maybe some of the system mechanic changes will change a lot more, and we'll definitely be going over the chin changes. So, thank you so much for dropping by, and if you like what you see, please leave a like and subscribe. It helps a lot, I promise. Thank you! I'm mainly by making more attacks viable in the neutral and expanding combo options. However, as with previous balance adjustments, we've made changes to moves with high returns that were difficult to deal with, as well as moves that were overly oppressive in order to improve the overall balance of the game. So minimal? I mean, I told people it's gonna be minimal. I don't think it's a bad thing per se, but they don't really have an incentive to change it. Japan's fairly happy with the game. Japan is where they make all their money because the game was absolutely massive there. Like, too many characters. Oh! Wait, it loaded. Like, too many characters take way too much advantage of the system mechanics, and then they end up being very overwhelming because of it. So, I think characters are just a little too good at Street Fighter 6. So either you tone down the characters, or you tone down system mechanics. And I think toning down characters is just easier. Anyway, Chun-Li! For Chun-Li, our adjustment primarily focused on 2 attacks performed during Serenity Stream as well as Light Hazanshu. El Hazanshu? What the fuck? We've made each move easier to use and strengthened their usage in neutral. Okay. For 2 and 4P in the medium punch, this is the one where she gets on the floor and then she can go under like guile projectiles and fireballs and she'll like quite literally punch your toes. And it has a forward momentum into punching your toes. The startup time is fast and making it possible to combo into from a normal hit like a standing heavy punch or a crouching medium punch. That's an ugly ass combo. Stand heavy punch into stands medium punch. It's fine. It's just funny to think about. You can also get into it from CRMP. We've also changed the pullback effect. We can get easier to land the first hit against an opponent off of a poke. The main thing, we'll see in the patch notes below, I don't think the knockdown off of this is very good. It's okay. It's not very good, so if you don't change the actual knockdown behind it, it's kinda eh. The utility is nice though, but it's not like one tick of damage will tick the scales that much, especially if Jin doesn't get good Oki off of it. Forward strike, which is 214P plus the light kick. Oh! They're buffing this? We've extended the reach to make it easier to land crouch medium kick or swift rush on punish counter. In fact, Swift Thrust should always connect after a punish counter if the hit connects to your opponent's main hurt box. I don't know what the fuck is Swift- Chat, does anybody know what Swift Thrust is? Nothing's loading? No one's uploading the sauce, it'd be like that. I don't know what the fuck a Swift Thrust is, I can't lie to you. I go by inputs, bro. I don't know the name for anything. Okay, for Light Hazanshu, we've overhauled Light Hazanshu and made it a more viable option in neutral by making it harder to be counterattacked when attacking from the tip. The advantage on block has been improved, and with the hit effect changing to a knockdown, you can apply pressure on your opponents as soon as they stand up. Very interesting! Okay, it remains a quick overhead attack so you can still easily surprise your foes. We've also adjusted the combo counts after ranking on multiple mid-air kicks with 2 and 4P into medium kick. Hit them with the Light Hazanshu to finish up your combo. Oh, okay. This is a very nice quality of life change. So, that's a very, very nice quality of life change. So previously, what you do, like, stand HK to punish and to stance medium kick, you kind of have to after you loop it the first time, so after your second loop, you have to end in a super, otherwise they drop out of every other follow-up you might have. Now you can follow up with Light Hazanshu in the case that you don't want to spend super meter, so that's a very nice quality of life adjustment. I like that a lot. I think the Light Hazanshu changes, we'll have to see. I don't think this changes the hurt box, which, it's whatever, but it's still a good option, so I think it's pretty sick. Alright, these are modern control adjustments, 2 and 4p adjustment. Attack startup is from 7 to 6. They keep making this shit faster. I think they really want people to use this more than we actually do. Reduce horizontal blowback when attack hits. This is good. This is really good, unironically. Cause before, okay, yeah, maybe the knockdown's definitely better now. I don't know why they say blowback. But the knockdown's definitely better now. Which is good. Which is really good. So I look forward to seeing how much better it is. And then this is 2 and 4p into light kick. Hitbox expanded forward. This is I guess this is useful for when you crouch, or I'm sorry, when you drive rush in and then crouch medium kick and then you try to go into stance. I guess that part is good. Combo scaling no longer applied when following up from an overdrive 100 lightning kicks. Really? Sure. Sure. I think this is her level 2. Light Hazanshu damage from 1000 to 700. That's fine. 2 to 3 frames. Recovery chance from 21 to 20 frames. Advantage on block from -9 to -5. This shit is only -5 now? Holy fuck. Knockback into an actual knockdown is crazy off of this. That's gonna be a hard change to get used to. When hitting an airborne opponent, effect has changed from a knockdown to a ground bound. Wow, you can anti-air with this shit too. Increase pushback on block, reduce forward movement. Projectile invincibility has also been increased, and increase the combo count limit. Very nice. Heavy, Hazanshu, yada yada. Due to chip damage, opponents during burnout being lower than the specified value of 1/4. Good. Oh, the one says loading normally now. Nice. Okay, Kimberly, we've changed all the way all normal moves except crouching heavy kick work when performed after a normal hidden variable, which is 2 and 4p. Closer in line to normal moves performed by drive rush. Let's see. Knock back to knockdown for... I guess hidden variable has gotta be a stance or something. They must think Kimberly's in a pretty good spot. It's no longer doomed? Oh wait, hang on. The CEO of the publisher admitted to consulting ChatGPT on how to proceed with getting out of the bonus deal because he apparently didn't want to be viewed as a quote-unquote push bro. What the fuck? How, like, what? The 3 co-founders in Unknown was an attempt to avoid paying a $250 million bonus to the studio if the studio was able to launch the early access of Subnautica 2 by a certain date. $250 million bonus? Where the fuck did they get the funding for that? Subnautica is not a game that's going to gross 250 million that fast. Right? Like, I don't think. Let's see. What the fuck? Oh, she gets more of her crouch medium kick now. God damn. 9 frames, adjusted to +3. She'll probably get more off it this then. Reduce on the head. Oh wow. Okay. So she can still, if she does the heavy for failing, she still gets more. Yo, Como Life, appreciate the 3 stream. Thank you. How you doing? 6, 2, 3. Combo only attack hitbox added to first frame active or recent hit opponent support for easy. What is this? 214p? Interesting. Maybe her routes will change a little bit. I don't think any of these help her pressure, but I don't really think this changes her problems personally. Yeah, it's still kind of rough to play her. Oh well. Lily. Lily's Russian attacks, Condor's fire, and Condor drive were adjusted, making it possible to unleash combos and moves that weren't possible before. Oh hell no. By pressing either light or medium or light and heavy kicks when performing normal and Windcloud version, you can shorten the distance traveled. Oh no! You can bait with the light and oh my god. More insufferable? I don't think Street Fighter 6 is insufferable personally. I think that's just that you could be getting sick of the game, which I think is fine. I think this is kind of, the game is kind of being played fairly similarly to how they intend it to be played, and you either like it or you don't. And there's nothing wrong with like needing a break from the game or just kind of realizing that the developers' vision doesn't really align with kind of the changes that you would like to see. Like, an example for that with me is, like, for Guilty Gear Strive, I really don't like the direction they went with Anji. I thought they would go more towards the direction of giving him a lot of his plus R stuff back, and they went the complete opposite direction. So, I just kind of had to learn over time with patches that, you know, it's never gonna be the Anji I want him to be, and the game is never gonna be the kind of game I want it to be. Like, I wanted damage to get reduced for so long, and they did the opposite. I wanted wall slums to be less good. They did the opposite. I wanted Naga to get nerfed. I wanted Happy Chaos to get nerfed. They did the opposite. It just, at a certain point, you kind of have to realize that the developers just don't see eye to eye with you. So, and there's nothing wrong with that. Ryu or Sagat. I mean, those are Shotos. That's like me saying I don't like to play against Soul and Guilty Gear Strive. You know, there's just gonna be a lot of them. Stance LK buffed. I think it'll be nice, low-key, Sickmeister. Specifically, what I'm thinking is whenever I drive rush in the crouch medium kick and then go stance LK, because it combos on hit that way, sometimes the stance LK whiffs. So, low-key, maybe now it won't whiff. Maybe. But I want to see test out the Light Hazanchu buffs. I think it's pretty sick. Order the 3 co-founders reinstated to their positions within the studio, and the bonus deal and end date extended by 253 days. They have 250 days to come up with 250 million? That's hilarious. Equivalent of shaking your finger at them? Yeah, like I said, it's just... that Capcom's happy with the way the game is played now. 5 HP stance okay on block more? It only combos on counter hit though, right? Bro, I can't- dude, I'm so bad at using her heavy punch. I feel like every single time I pull it out the first time in a fucking match, bro, I get DI'd. And I'm like, bro, the one move Shin has that you can't, like, get out of it. You know what I mean? Until you can't cancel on the DI. That shit feels like ass. Reduce the distance traveled when pressing either light or medium or heavy. Oh god. Oh god, this character's gonna be even more insufferable. Now she can fake you out more, which is... Ugh. Neutral skip the character, disjoints the character, 50-50s the character. Oh brother. But yeah, you either like or you don't like their vision for the game. Me personally, I think it's okay. I see their vision and I'm like, okay, it's okay. Hope Alex is fun. He looks like fun. I think it'd be a bit weird if he's not fun, to be honest with you, Lyra Quinn. I think any grappler that's like that, in DLA, they're called like the offensive holds. Like, characters with a lot of offensive holds are just a lot of grapples in the middle of combos. Well, Japan seems pretty happy with the game, so I wasn't really expecting them to change things. When it comes to fighting games, a lot of developers, if they think the initial product is solid, they don't really change too much because they're very confident in their product. And Japanese people, or just Asian cultures typically, if they're very confident in it and revenue is up, they don't really change too much. This is kind of the same for like MMOs and stuff. That's just the mentality behind it. That's just general Asian patch mentality. It's all down? Yeah, it'd be like that. Let's see. We got JP. Fourth row. Considering how can be used in combination with departure to increase the returns and make a large change to both the advantage and distance you're left. This is really good. His fourth row was insane, bro. His fourth row was actually insane. Anyways. The strength of looping offense after a throw in your options follow-up attacks are much more limited, so going for big damage will now cost you some drive gauge. I mean, he's gonna be at a drive advantage anyways, because there's JP. I don't know if that's a good way to... Let's see. Stand heavy. Okay, for fucking stand heavy kick, I'm not even looking at the fucking adjustment, but straight up, this needs to do less drive gauge damage. That's the main thing I want from it, bro. From negative 6,000. Thank God, dude. This shit was so obnoxious. The second you get hit with this shit, you lose like half a bar to like 3/4 a bar, and it's like, bro, come on, man. Like this is so corny. I'm sorry. Crouch medium punch adjustment adjusted the hurt box so it remains the entire duration of the recovery instead of disappearing 9 frames before the move ended. Anyone that thought this character's crouch medium kick was dog shit, I hate to tell you, you're fucking carried. This was like the best fucking crouch medium punch in the game. I actually think this shit was better than Luke's. Luke's wasn't even that good, to be honest. I mean, it's a good button, but like on Luke, I think that's fair. But this fucking character, crouch medium punch, especially, he gets so much off of this. He can special cancel this shit. He can drive rush crouch medium punch this. This does everything, bro. This checks drive rush. This can be used after drive rush. He gets his, like, takes you wall to wall with a simple ass, like, crouch medium punch, 236, HP, ghost, spike, portal. Congratulations, you're in the corner against fucking JP. Suck it. Like, it's just ass, bro. Anyways, at least we can try to whiff punish this. The main, I don't know, we gotta... The hurt bugs will linger though, so that's good. I don't necessarily know how much, but it's good that it'll at least hinder. So that it'll at least linger, so you can try to whiff punish it. But if it lingers for like 1 more frame, I don't think that's gonna make anything easier. Because this shit is so disjointed, it's hard to even get in range to, like... How do I say this? It's hard to get in range unless you want to spend 3 bars to like whiff punish it and then kind of drive rush follow up it. Because just the disjoint is so far and it kind of pushes you back a little bit too. So, this is good. Alright, heavy kick to heavy punch, drive gauge reduction on block to change. This is good, this is good. Because this combos into sand heavy kick, combos into sand heavy punch, and there's not really much you can do about it but take it. It used to do so much drive gauge damage. Okay, Torbalon, let's see. Which is 236 MK or heavy kick. I want to say this is, this is Ghost? To help prevent whiffs and aerial combos. If you're missing this, that is your fault. I don't know how else to tell you this. This shit is already massive. Anyways. Departure while Shadow is active. Departure is active 214 HP. This is the teleport. Then it also to cancel from standing medium punch and a heavy kick crouch. Wow, why? Made it easier to activate after the departure projectile has gone off screen. Wow. Wow, he needed that. He needed that. Decrease knockdown time at 1 frame, increase distance from opponent on hit in the corner. This is good, but the real question is, does he still get portal? Because if he still gets portal here, you can't exactly just wake up and walk out. You just gotta hold that shit. Because again, the portal's still above you, so even if you wake up, even if there's more distance between JP, like if JP's over here, 4 throws you over here, if you wake up, cool, JP can't press you with like crouch medium punch without walking forward a little bit anymore. Hang on. Oh. No Fulcrum nerfs, lows made faster, Ana Asuka compensation buffs! Lee mains complain, oh that's a given. New stance transitions, Elisa buffs! Devil Jin Tech removed! Fuck is going on? Bro! Lydia buffs, that's already a top 10 character, bro. What the fuck? Dude. Fee's face is like, I feel like Fee is so stressed, his face is actually swelling. I feel so bad for him. He looks so heartbroken. Oh my god. Nervous laughter. Oh my god. Fee, I feel so bad. Hang in there, Fee. Hang in there, Fee. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. You just feel actually he'll be shooting a lot more FF15 stuff. He probably will. Open Rex Twitter. Let me see. I can't open Twitter on here. I gotta open it because I'm in private mode. Let me open it. Oh god, bro. Oh god. Poor raccoon, bro. Why buff? Dude, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I told people Tekken usually isn't good until like season, at least at minimum season 3, but this game it might be season 4 or 5. I think this might be a season 4, season 5 kind of thing. Never getting nerfed because he's a goat. Your goat is a furry who's not even an actual furry. He's a guy who puts on a leopard mask and starts roaring. He's not even an actual like chimera or anything. He's just the guy who puts on a mask and starts acting like a cheetah, bro. Tekken will survive that. It'll survive. Tekken see, Tekken players are kind of like that one friend that you have that keeps going back to the toxic with Tina. She'll like destroy their tires, eat up all their money, or wipe their savings, throw open credit cards for her, and they still go back. And it's like, what are you doing? And they just keep ending up back together. They break up, they get back together, they break up, they get back together, they uninstall, they reinstall. They're like, oh, I'm gonna try dating other girls. That's them saying, oh, I'm gonna try different fighting games. Nope, nope, guess what? They don't even make it past installing a different fighting game. And if they do, they don't stick on that shit for more than like a week before they're like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, babe. I didn't know what I was doing. Oh, Tekken. Oh, King. That's exactly how Tekken players operate. No matter how much and how bad Tekken gets, they go back to Tekken. And that's not a bad thing, but I do think that is a bit, in my opinion, I don't know, it keeps the game alive, but it also kind of de-incentivizes them from making, or just doing what's best, I think, for Tekken 8, and they really need to have a better balance director. I don't know what that entails, but I think there's a lot of checks and balances that happen when it comes to... Also, Coach X, I appreciate the follow. There's a lot of checks and balances, chat, when it comes to, like, balance notes and stuff. It's very strike throw heavy. It's a fairly volatile game as well. Less volatile than a lot of other modern fighting games, but still a very volatile game. But, people do think at the end of the day, Street Fighter 6 is a solid product, and they want people to change the game. They don't want people to change the system mechanics, like, complete overhaul of system mechanics. With Tekken 8, people want, like, a complete overhaul of system mechanics. I think Heat kinda doesn't really help, alongside having very weird adjustments and balance patches. I don't know why the fuck we're still buffing King, bro. This is ridiculous. So... let's go gambling. But honestly, I don't know. I don't know what the hell is going on at Namco Bandai. I thought at the very least, because there's been so much feedback on Twitter and Reddit and just everywhere you could look, people have very interesting ideas for Tekken 8. I'm not saying they're always good ideas. I think most of them are fucking dog shit ideas, actually. But the thing is, people are always giving their 2 cents about how they want the game to improve. So people want the game to improve, you know? Games like Rumble Roses, they just fucking died, okay? Rumble Roses died because people didn't give enough of a shit about it. Which is really sad. But when people don't care, they don't say anything, and the series just dies. People care about Tekken. They're always fucking tweeting about it, they're always posting about it, they're crashing out about it in someone's Twitch chat. Like, they want the game to be better. So, I hope maybe the mid-season patch is better. Capcom rethink some shit? I think they were on very different paths, personally, Lenfer. My crackhead theory, if you ask me, is that both games were influenced... Well, I think Capcom's mentality was a bit better, because Capcom's mentality when it came to making Street Fighter 6 was they wanted to value legacy skill while also easing new players into enjoying Street Fighter. So they still valued legacy skill, right? Whereas you have games like Guilty Gear Strive where the devs legitimately said in developer backyard interviews, which are like, you know, the like monthly newsletter, they said we don't want veterans to play our game. I think Tekken 8 kind of had a more similar, they didn't say it outright, but I think they kind of had a more similar mindset to Guilty Gear devs in that case. And it backfired on them hard, because I think they were banking on the new gen crowd a lot more than they should have. They should have appealed to both legacy and new players. That's my personal opinion, at least. You now understand everything? I'm scared for Tekken players, bro. I hope Tone is okay. Harada sensei? Harada has been super hands-off for a long time, to be honest with you, Common Ranger. I don't think Harada hands-on was much better than with him hands-off. I think Harada is actually mostly just a public figure, which is completely fine. It's just, he doesn't do as much balance-wise as you would begin to think. He's mostly, again, like a public figure for the game. Which isn't a bad thing, but, yeah. That's kind of been shown time and time again. Alright, delayed Ripper with his forward heavy kick. 25 to 12. Oh, you can actually combo off of this now? What the fuck? Ooh. At least it's not her forward MK. That would actually make me crash out. That button is actually good on Cammy to just like finish you off with a poke. Same with the Kumas. I hate both of their like forward medium kicks. That shit's just, especially when we have a sliver of life left, it's so annoying. They don't even get much off of it, but it's just there to be a super obnoxious button, so that you just so it's so hard for you to take your turn back when you have no health. Heavy cannon spike. Adjustment. Okay. They think Cammy's pretty bad. Ryu. Alright. Solar plexus. Enables you to continue attacking. We've improved it to the point that it can stop your opponent from making any attack, putting you a massive advantage when attacking. Why? Oh wait. Hang on. Originally from this instance, we want the players to utilize a whirlwind kick or special move to keep their opponent in check, but given the favorable situation of using Solar Plexus Strike, it was hard to see the benefit of using anything else, so we delayed the activation timing of the block idle hitbox. That's good, but is it enough to de-incentivize that? This way the move stays the same at close distances, but by making it easier for your opponent to retreat when using it from afar, we brought it closer in balance to other zoning techniques. That's true, but well, I think this is we have to see it in practice, because a lot of this is how much block zone are you still left in, and what is the distance that it leaves you at, right? So we'll have to see. I think this is a good in concept, but we gotta actually test it out, because that really is kind of a mathematical thing. Double heavy strike, heavy punch into a heavy kick. Let's see. Adjusted the knockback, increasing frame advantage. Pushback, ground hit in the corner. Crouching heavy punch, fuck this shit. Due to only the first active frame being cancelable, we observed many cases where the first frame of crouch heavy punch performed in response to a counter punish counter was barely missed. This resulted in either combos not connecting. Expanded the reach of the first frame during a combo. Huh. I don't know how hard or not hard it is. I know what it looks like, but I don't know if it's a really hard link to hit or not. Die-hard Tekken fans will still keep playing the game? Yeah, exactly. Time to roam the sheets of the Wi-Fi. Oh god. Oh god. So proximity, ball, some pluses, 2 MP nerfs, and some drive gauge reduction. Yeah, all of which I think are good. I think a lot of what makes Ryu really good is that there's not enough pushback on a lot of his moves. And then he did way too much drive gauge damage. Like, way too much, so... I think those are good changes in the right direction. Is it enough? Probably not, but it's a step in the right direction, which is good. I don't think they want to make Ryu bad per se, but maybe based on the changes to everyone else, maybe he's not the best Shoto anymore. Long story short, it's over for Tekken or for Street Fighter. Honda. I really don't give a shit about this character, to be honest. 214 MP. Why are we buffing this character? This character needs to stay dog shit. You should only play this character when you're 17 shots deep. Fuck. These aren't that good, so pretty much he gets a faster startup on some of these. Maybe he can combo into these a little bit easier to just get more damage, get a little bit better knockdown. And then so these are all hand slaps, and then yeah, it's all hand slap adjustments. This fucking character, Blanca. I want his level 2 adjusted. I have seen the light. Blanca's level 2 is the best level 2 in the game. Yo, fuck Rashid and his level 2. Fuck Racism Storm. But high key, I actually think Blanca's is better. Because of the 5 frame. Fuck me. They really want to see Mena fucking win, huh? Remove throw invincibility. This is good, actually. So this is actually really good. For a long time, because of the way like a cross-up hop works in most games, I thought you could throw out of it. But while he's in the air, he's actually throwing invuln, so you can actually throw this now, which is pretty cool. Wild heavy notes is 6 HP, increased knockdown time, counter hit by 7 frames, pretty good. Yo, fuck this crouch heavy punch, by the way. Fuck his crouch medium punch, though. His crouch heavy punch is good, but yo, his crouch medium punch is so insane. I can't whiff punish that shit. I've tried so hard. I give up. I've given up. I think I've punished... Like, I'll tap it sometimes, but I don't get the full punish most of the time. Meta win equals more Dominican Republic money. Actually, speaking of South America, did you guys see that, South and Central America specifically, did you guys see that they're doing, for the next Street Fighter League, Chile is its own region? I think that's pretty sick. Was was so influential that they gave Chile its own region. I think that's super sick. Decreased drive gauge reduction on block from 75... Okay, this is good. From negative 10,000 to negative 6,000. Okay, these are good. These are good. Blanca John dolls will lose their hitbox if Blanca is hit. Oh, thank God! Bro. If you hit Blanca now, the doll goes away. Oh. Fucking finally. Oh my, I used to pray for times like this. Okay, this makes it slightly better. I think a lot of the times when they do this though, yeah, this does make it marginally better. What am I saying? Hitler's dead? Nah, I don't think he's dead, to be fair. I think he's still super good, because, I think he's still super good, but it's really nice now that, like, Wake Up Jab is an actual viable option. Before, it's just... It's a no-less, right? Like, you can't Wake Up Jab. I mean, even if you hit Blanca, you get fucked by... You get fucked by the doll, and then you take, what, like 60% after that, because, Blanca, funny green guy, wannabe Hulk-looking ass. So, yay. Alright, that's probably my favorite change so far in terms of everyone that isn't Chin. Guile. Several adjustments were made to Guile. This goal is to increase the range of Guile's movements without sacrificing his simplicity and ease of use. I'm scared, bro. Crouch heavy punch. The first frame of the attack can now be cancelled, allowing it to be incorporated into combos and attack sequences. I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna be sick. It's so over. It's so fucking over, bro. It's so fucking over. I think Blanca makes my brain hurt because you either run into like... It's like 50-50 whether it's a Blanca that plays as if they're on several substances as well as being 12 shots in. Or you get the Blanca that plays like that for one round, and then after that they start playing like fuck it, they believe they're meta RD. And unfortunately Blanca's an actual good character unlike Honda. So you mess up once and then you're in the corner holding Doll Oki. That shit's so ass. It's not even, I don't know. It'd be nice if Blancas would jump at me more, because I'd much rather them approach from the air than on the ground. That character has some really obnoxious buttons on the ground, dude. Alright, let's see. Drake Bang. When the first one had a counter punish counter, the sound effect second was changed to allow for follow-up attacks, easier to front quick counter attacks. Yeah, I think these are mostly to give him more combo tools, to be honest, so it's not as bad as I thought. Oh, hell no! Adjustment provides many uses, such as inputting light plus medium in front of your opponent to restrict their movement, or inputting medium plus heavy to cancel projectiles and close the gap. I have to see how this is in practice. Again, this is kind of like how much block stun is this gonna be, how far is it gonna move you, things like that. So, yeah. So we gotta see. How we gotta see. Oh wait. Oh wait, never mind. This is getting nervous. I thought they were making this stronger. Never mind. Predictor invulnerability was added to parts of crouching light kick hurtbox of those characters. If they react quickly enough, they can attack as soon as Guile begins to move. Okay, this is good. This is good. Okay. For the most part, these are... Yeah, this is fine. It just makes this level one more consistent. Their mentality is, with Chun-Li, is that they kind of... With a lot of the major patches, instead of like maybe like making her crouch medium kick even better than it already is and stuff, I like that they always try to encourage like you to use other parts of her or other parts of her moveset that you wouldn't previously use. Like in this one, they want you to use Light Hazanshu. Like you never use Light Hazanshu right now, right? And so they want to use like Light Hazanshu. They keep buffing this, and I still don't think this is that good personally. But they changed the knockback this time. This was my main issue with it, how it was previously. I didn't think the knockback or the knockdown was good, especially for. It's not that risky of a move, but it's just you might as well just go for the perfect parry and just input a Hazanshu OS like while going for the perfect parry in order to close distance. I just felt like that was easier and better than doing everything for Snake Strike. So I like that they're trying to encourage you to use this more. I like that they're also trying to encourage you to use this more. And I like that they also, for, when you use stand heavy kick into stance medium kick and you loop that, now you can finish it with Light Hazanshu. It's a really nice quality of life change because I used to have to spend some kind of meter on it. And then you can know when to guess. I see. Ken? I actually don't think Ken's that good in this patch, to be honest. I think Ken is still good, though, don't get me wrong. I still think he's good, I just don't think he's, like, compared to Ryu and Akuma, I think Ken is, not nearly as good. It's just Ken players are annoying. Let's see, crouch heavy punch. Ken okay. Yeah, I feel like he's actually, just with the way the game has gone, Ken is one of the more tame ones now, especially you can punish, Jinrai low. That's why you don't like them? Yeah, I mean they could nerf Ken all they want. I mean, if you don't see people on Ken, you're gonna see them on Akuma. Hazanshu OS? There is a Hazanshu safe jump from mid-screen choose us, which is like, so you get EX lightning legs off as punish counter, and then I think it's I forgot which launcher it is, but you do like a launcher into medium Hazanshu. You perfect parry while you perfect parry Hazanshu OS? Are you talking about OS against Hazanshu, or you use Hazanshu and then I guess there's like a screen freeze or something that lets you perfect parry? It could be something like that, but I'm not... If it exists, I don't do it. I don't think I've seen Goichi do it either, but it probably exists. There's a lot of like niche tech in this game. Shin has a lot of niche tech too, especially with Amiya. She discovers a lot of really cool OS stuff. Hazanshu OS? Did I mean to say Jinrai? Maybe I used the wrong term. I don't think there's a Hazanshu OS. Sorry. My bad if I misspoke. Yeah, maybe I meant to say Jinrai. Sorry about that. But, I mean, Light Hazanshu leads in a knockdown no, which is pretty cool. Jinrai OS a lot? Yeah, Jinrai OS is really easy. What else we was talking about Snake Bite with Shin? Oh, yeah, I think I probably meant to say knockdown. I think, Oh, yes. So, Hazanshu, what I mean by OS like that, chooses, you know how, so, like, while you're going for the perfect parry, it's not really a Hazanshu OS. You can OS, like, any button afterwards. So if you're going for the perfect parry, you can time in and buffer in a second attack, because, So you'll be in block stun if you don't perfect parry the projectile, right? But if you do perfect parry the projectile, you only have like 1 frame of block stun, and then you can act immediately frame 1. So while you're going for the perfect parry, you input like Hazanshu really fast, and then the Hazanshu only comes out if the perfect parry goes off. So in that case, you're OSing a Hazanshu in that case. It's not really specific to Hazanshu, but like say you're fighting a Gaia or something, typically that's how you want to do it, right? To close distance and go over his next boom. So in that case, you're OSing it, because the Hazanshu will only come out if, as long as you input it fast enough, the Hazanshu only comes out if you perfect parry the boom. Another, I think a better example of this is like, you know how Luke players, like they'll always do, it's like some kind of like punch, and they end with a medium punch, and then they end with like a light sandblast. You can OS that pretty easily with trying to go for the perfect parry and then buffering in a stand HK. And if you get the perfect parry off, the stand HK comes out, and if not, you just block like normal. So it's just like that. I guess technically it's an OS, but there's probably a better term for it. I think I should have just said buffering move in for the perfect parry. So yeah, might be. Yeah, it's just a buffer. But like technically it's an OS because it only comes out if you get the perfect parry off, and if it doesn't come out, then there's no, like, then you don't lose anything, right? Same with the safe jump OS, but I guess it depends on how you define an OS. I'm not too like, I don't know, I'm fairly new to 2D fighters, so to me those are all like different forms of OSs, but I guess technically they aren't. For Ken, we wanted to strengthen his pokes and expand on his combos and multi-hit attacks. The adjustments come together nicely to show us Ken's strength as a fighter. This can't be good. Multi-hit attacks at close range have been easier through drive gauge changes, drive gauge reduction, and advantage on block. Canceling into heavy Jinrai kick no longer guarantees drive impact, and Jinrai kick and a step forward kick can no longer be interrupted by moves other than invincible attacks. Really? Why? I didn't know, I think they removed the OS for this. This is assuming they don't delay it though, because I mean the OS, it doesn't come out for Jinrai kick, it doesn't come out if they do it immediately, but if they delay it, then you can counter hit them. So kind of as a buffer, even if block stun isn't affected by it. But isn't safe jump OS the same though? Because you're buffering in an input that doesn't come out if you're in block stun. Like is that not the same? But on like just different sides of the coin. Oh no, I don't play Under Night, sorry. I don't play anime games. Yo, what's up, Aya? How you doing? Crush heavy punch. Normal Kaza. What the fuck is a Kazakama Shin kick? 6 LK during Jinrai kick. Okay. We feel this lower disappeal as a way to keep your opponents in check. To counteract this, we up the damage and improve the return on hit. What is improving the return on hit? Like, is this? We don't get knocked down by this anymore? Let's see. Stand medium kick. Remove initial skill. Why? Cannot be cancelled in the why? What the fuck? Oh my god. I don't think this move is that good, so I guess this is just a weird thing to do to me. I don't think it's that good, but Crouch heavy punch, -10 to -7 on block now. Drive gauge reduction on block changed from -5,000 next. Bro. Ken is already so good at draining your drive gauge, bro. Why? Light kick during Shinrai kick. Damage chase from 500 to 600. Knockdown time on counter or punish counter increased by 4 frames. Change to prevent backward recovery from being performed during a counter or punish counter. Wow. So if you get hit, like, you gotta take a hard knockdown out of this. That's crazy. Active frames from 4 to 6 frames. 2 HP level 2 shit to burn people out? Maybe. I think a lot of Ken players just for some reason don't do that shit though. Oh no, it's all good. Yeah, how you doing? That's so nerfed, even with Capcom saying it's a buff? I don't think I saw any nerfs for Chen. Did I miss something? Maybe I missed something. Which part was a nerf? The Hazanshu changes? Were you using White Hazanshu for anything else? White Hazanshu in the level? Bro. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Just do EX Hazanshu into level 3, bro. Got her mid-screen max damage combo. Shouldn't your mid-screen max damage combo... No, you don't use Light Hazanshu. Bro. I think the one you're talking about is literally... It's not much better than mid-screen into like, just like standard 4 HP, heavy Hazanshu, crouch medium punch, 2 HP, yada yada, and with 5 LK, etc. And then, like, you know, drive rush, jab, 4 HP, stance launcher. It's not that big of a deal. I think getting more consistent knockdown usage out of it into a hard knockdown is better. Is it practical though? I don't know. I think that's something we really just gotta see, right? Because a lot of these, and even with the frame data on it, it's hard to see, especially with like Hazanshu and stuff, because it really depends on like how it interacts with projectile, how much projectile invuln does it have, etc. I don't think it's a hard knockdown, but as long as it's a knockdown that gives you like enough to set up like fireball afterwards, I think that's fine. That's fine. Like, I'll take that. Especially for something that doesn't cost meter. Plus 21 is good, especially again for something that doesn't cost meter. It's pretty fast too. It's pretty fast. I'm not saying there isn't good counterplay against like Hazanshu though. Like I think Hazanshu as a whole personally isn't. I don't think it's bad. I don't think any Hazanshu is bad, but I'm not the biggest fan of Hazanshu for the risk versus reward. But maybe the light knockdown, it will be worth it, you know? So we'll see. The spacing is be decent to make use of the -5. Yeah. I mean, but it's Hazanshu, bro. Like, they're gonna walk forward and block and then be able to punish you if they think it's coming, so... We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I think that those are changes we gotta see in practice, right? And just see how it interacts with momentum, how easy it is to make it... How easy it is for the opponent to be in, like, jab range and stuff, too. Things like that. Stop people from throwing fireball and you kind of sometimes gives you a free fireball game. I think heavy Hazanshu is good if your opponent's sleeping. But... the problem with heavy Hazanshu is most people, like, dude, when I was like close to 1700, bro, I did heavy Hazanshu like 2 or 3 times. I got either full AA comboed or fucking they would just DI it on reaction, and that's the problem. If you do medium though, they can't DI it on, or like you recover in time to DI back unless they DI like super early. But the fact that you can DI on reaction it makes it a little like, oh. It's still a good tool though. I still do think it's a very good tool. Because they're looking for- it's not hard to react to heavy Hazanshu though, let's be real. You can jab it out, you can even use a low to proc out of it. Again, I don't think it's a bad tool. But like for the risk required for it, I don't really like it, personally. I think other characters just have much better anti-fireball tools, like Smile I don't think they want us to use like stance MP, right? They did that in the last patch, I think, the last major patch too. They keep buffing that move because they want Shin players to use it more. But like, I still don't think it's better to go for that over just doing straight up, just go for the perfect parry. And, you know, just make your way in that way. And just buffer like a either 5 HP or buffer Hazanchu while you're going for the perfect parry. Like, I don't think stance slide is better for anything except for maybe, it's probably good against some Aki players to kind of mix it up, and then same with like Guile when they do the cross projectile. I don't even know what it's called, but you know what I mean. I think it's good against those, but everything else I'm like, eh. But they did improve the knockdown, so maybe that's better. The main thing is I didn't like the knockdown previously. I thought the knockdown, it was just dog shit. Yeah, it's good for Sonic Blade, but they can bait it out too, and then you're kind of just in his face, disadvantaged, and you know. There's news. There are gas leaks. Yeah, the main system change I wanted. I just want the input system to be less sticky, bro. Honestly, I don't expect the game to change a lot. The game's doing really well in Japan. Street Fighter's at an all-time high. Capcom's doing super well. There's no financial incentive to change the game. I just wanted the inputs tightened up. That's all I wanted. Yo, what's up, Lee? How you doing? What's this again? Aki, first DLC. Second DLC, my bad. Drive use increased by 2,000? What the hell? Oh god. This character is gonna be even more stupid this patch, bro. I feel it. I feel it. I don't know why she gets drive gain increase whenever she inflicts poison, but... we're so fucked. We're so fucked. We're so fucked. We're so fucked, bro. I hate fighting Aki, bro. I feel like that is a dog shit matchup. It's not dog shit for Chin, but it's a very unfun matchup for Chin in my opinion. What did they do to Ed? Did they take him out back? Let's see. I heard Ed won Capcom Cup, but let's see. Can expect good returns off his far-reaching normal moves to review the risk associated with these. I don't know, because this character is just so good at a baseline. I think this character, no matter what you do to Ed, he's still gonna be solid. I'm not saying he's gonna be dominating all the time, but I think he's still gonna be a really solid character. Crouch communicate, the recovery and whiff has been increased, the hurt box has been expanded, and hitboxes have been adjusted so that a low profile and crouching attack should be more difficult to catch with this move. No, this shouldn't win out as much when clashing with opponents' crouching moves, so the use of this move have changed drastically. Interesting. They actually, this is one of the only changes that they said the use of this move has changed drastically. So let's see. Crouch heavy kick, low smash combination, 2 HK into HP. Let's see. Aki notes. The biggest thing is that whenever she pops poison on someone, she gets drive gauge back. Why? I don't fucking know. And she gets a couple of combo changes. That's it. But the drive gauge change is huge. Let's see. Crouch, heavy kick, low smash. What's it? The hitbox and startup has been adjusted in the considerations of return this move offers. It should now be easier to punish on whiff now that the standby block hitbox has been adjusted and should be altogether more risky due to extended recovery and hurtbox. I don't know. I'll believe it when I see it. The recovery at close range has worsened, so it's less easy to use. Oh, nice. In exchange, following up with the low smash combination on hit will now let you cancel in the kill rush, increasing its use as a counter pull, but give you a combo without having to spend resources. Oh boy. Did he need that? Nah. Let's see. These are huge hitbox, these are huge hurtbox, I'm sorry. These are huge hurtbox adjustments. Combo scaling increase for level 2. Add super art gauge increase it changed from 80% to 50% until the combo ends. I don't know if characters chat during like Rashid level 2. I don't know if Rashid. I think Rashid does get meter back during his level 2, right? Because Ed does level 2 and he gets to build meter back. I don't remember if Rashid's does, but I don't know if that should be possible during a level 2. I kind of don't think it should be, especially if they're gonna do this much damage off of a level 2. I don't know whether that should be possible. Same with Chins, I guess, in that vacuum too. See, Kuma. Two biggest changes are an increase in power to the fully held— Why? To the fully held power of Goal Hadouken, as I wasn't seeing much use. We don't need that. And Overdrive Adamant Flame no longer combos from crouching medium kick. While he'll no longer be able to get big returns from throwing out random low attacks, he's had other changes give him more tools to use in the neutral game. Crouch Heavy Punch and knockback time is increased, so on Punish Counter or Drive Righteous will now combo into a fully held Overdrive Goal Hadouken. Why, bro? Why? I don't— maybe you can do some sick combos with this though. I think this is pretty cool to combo with, so we'll see if it's worth spending the meter for it. Normal Overdrive Goal Hadouken fully held, 236p or 2p hold? Or I'm sorry, double PP hold. The time it took for the fully held version to come out made it very hard to use. We've increased the number of hits and reduced the recovery, leaving you at a much larger What? Bro! Can we not just nerf Akuma for once in our fucking lives? Oh my god. Since there are now more situations where the first hit will hit high up, such as a fully held Goal Hadouken, we've extended the active frame so the second hit to prevent whiffing it from whiffing mid-combo. Okay, that's probably fine if that's their intended design. Crouch Medium Kick, Overdrive Adamant Fist. With the advantage on hit being reduced on Crouch Medium Kick, it can no longer cancel fast enough to connect into Overdrive Adamant Fist on normal hit. That's pretty good. This is a pretty good change. Being able to combo into it from a far-reaching low attack with a Crouch Medium Kick was extremely powerful. That combined with Akuma's fast walk speed made it an overwhelmingly oppressive tool in the neutral game, so we decided to rein it in. Yeah, I do like this change quite a bit, honestly. So, let's see. Stand Medium Punch. Two more frames to whiff punish it is really good, actually. Extended the hitbox from lasting 20 frames to lasting to the end of the move. Wow, okay. Crouch Heavy Punch, advantage change from 0 to +1 when the move connects during the first active frame, so you can probably combo into other stuff. That's cool. Crouch Medium Kick, advantage on hit, change from +1 to 0. That's really good. Thank god it's 0. But even then, being 0 on block for a CRMK is insane. Oh wait, this is on hit. Never mind. I was like, wow, was this always +1 on block? That's kind of crazy. I didn't know he had a fucking Aki CRMK, but okay, this makes sense. This makes sense. I think this is part of why the game is really difficult to do major adjustments though, chat. Like, even the most minute frame changes can make or break combo structure, so... Increase damage on this. Advantage on block change from +5 to +20! Holy shit! Increase the number of drive hits from 3 to 4. Increase drive gauge consumption on block from -3,000 to -4,000 for your opponent. Drive gauge consumption for normal versions increase from 1,000 to 5,000. Who the fuck thought this was a good idea, bro? Like, there has to be, half the fucking balance team has to be Akuma players. This is insane. Increase the number of active frames from the second from 2 to 3. Increase the number of active frames and cancel out a Crouch Medium Kick from 18 to 20. Huh. Did he really need that? I don't think he did. We have improved Bison Psycho Mind Planting Backfist combo and Super R level 2 and reassess his movement speed during Devil Reverse. Have you thought about not doing any of that? Oh god. The Psycho Crusher attack is now the main special move to use on block against opponents with the Psycho Mind embedded. The advantage on block was improved, so you get the upper hit. Why was it improved? Even when used mid-screen, the medium version on hit can now be followed up with the Crouching Heavy Kick, Super R level 1 or Super R level 2. Why? When used to attack from a distance or cause opponents to whiff anti-air attacks by landing them, its large effective range made it difficult to react to or counter, so its forward media movement distance has been reduced slightly. Maybe this is better. Maybe this will make it easier to DP. I'm not sure though. We have lowered the attack starter time for Psycho level for Super 2. Enhanced its overall utility and adjusted the backward movement distance after activation. This will make it easy to hit an opponent who uses forward moving attacks like Drive Impact or Drive Reversal to get behind. You can also combo into it from Evil Knee, giving you more opportunities to land hits. Fuck me. To +9, bro. Oh! I'm gonna crash out. +9 for this shit is insane. Reduce horizontal blowback when the attack hits and increase blowback time. That's crazy. Reduce forward movement distance for pressing forward and activating in front of your opponent. Reduce attack start from 26 to 24 frames. Increase backward movement distance when pressing inputs after activating the move. Expanded combo only hitbox upwards. All for this. I don't think, okay. It's not as bad as I thought. Yeah, it's honestly not as bad as I thought. I thought they were gonna buff the hell out of his super too. I don't think it's as bad as they made it seem. Terry. Oh, they're buffing Terry. They improved the usability of Round Wave and Overdrive Power Charge and reduced the possibility of super arts not connecting in a combo in certain situations. I have seen quite a few like level 1s or level 2s drop, and I don't think they should have dropped, so I'm okay with that. The pushback on block during burnout has increased because this is meant to deter players from doing null move into light crack shoot. I see. I'll cancel this and other special moves. That's good. For level 1 Buster Wolf, both the player and opponent are now invincible during hit stop on the first hit. I see. Oh, that's fine. Recovery on whiff, working 15 frames. Pushback has increased. Pushback on hit. He seems mostly the same, so I think that's pretty fair. I think Terry is one of the pretty well-balanced characters in this game, honestly. My changes are mainly revisions to her special moves, with the largest being her held and overdrive versions of Kachosen as well as Light Ryuenbu. The knockback time for held and overdrive Kachosen has been decreased on hit and block, so will not be less effective at looking at the opponent down. At walking the opponent down at close range or when approaching behind one with the drive rush. These weaknesses are still somewhat covered by powered up super art level 1 versions, making landing more important than before. On the other hand, we don't want those nerfs to Kachosen to make Mai too ineffective at mid-range, so in exchange we've made Light Ryuenbu more effective as a poke. Bro. This helps flesh out the role of each of her special moves and should add more balance to her neutral play. The adjustments to Kachosen affect the fall of the fan after the first hit on both hit and block, which has the knockback time reduced. This affects viable pressure and combo options after the falling fan, so be sure to check if your go-to options still work. The knockback time of the first hit has also changed for the versions not powered up by Super Art Level 1. The first hit at close range will now leave you at -5, so you need to find new ways to use it to extend your pressure, such as using careful spacing. Huh. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is very good. So this move now takes away drive gauge on for Light Ryuenbu. Use drive gauge on block and punish. Bro, does it really need to? Heavy Ryuenbu, normal boosted version. The second airborne hit now floats higher, so it should be easy to connect with it after a standing heavy kick on punish counter. You can also combo into it from sand light plunge while you have super art level 1 slice. You get good damage from a light attack if you can confirm while your opponent is standing. Bruh. Okay, I think they probably thought the fan changes would hurt her a lot, so they're trying to they're trying to compensate with other parts of her. But we'll see how this. I do think these are good changes, just glancing through it. But this is kind of something we gotta get in and just play and lab against to see how much we can really get away with. Because I don't know the numbers off the top of my head. But I do think her being -5 if she does the fireball in your face is a good start. So you can just punish her and do something. So I don't know. We'll have to see if it's enough. That's my concern though, J-Man. Like, I hope it's good fan changes from what I can see, but I hope it's enough to kind of not make it just the focus of her entire kit. Because I think the character is really cool. It's just her gameplay loop is so brain dead, you know? So I think this is changes in the right direction. I'm just not sure if like the changes to Light Ryuenbu needed to also drive gauge like that, you know what I mean? I think that's a little much, but I don't know. Elena changes have to do with Heavy Rhino Horn and Super Art levels 1 and 2. There are some improvements to her combos as well as the held version of Super Art. I don't know any of the chick's moves, I cannot lie to you. Vitality recovery changed from 1300 to 1600, and that recovers all of your drive gauge. Wow, okay. Sagat. They're not nerfing this, man. Recovery on whiff chance from 17 to 19 frames. That's it? No damage? What? No 5 MP nerfs? No reduction in drive gauge damage? What? Oh my god. And should have a function. Honestly, I don't even know where Rashid falls, because I feel like Rashid has good names, but there's just so few Rashid players. I don't even know where that character falls. I think JB has been really busy. I don't really know what like Gachi-kun's been up to. The character I don't think is bad. It's just I don't even know what that character's capable of. I think Rashid players are just busy. Crouching medium punch nerf is pretty I don't know. With how far it goes is I feel like if you want to try and whiff punish it though, you don't really get a good whiff punish off of this unless you're like really close to him, and even then because he's so long, you're probably gonna have to spend drive, or you're probably gonna have to drive rush cancel it to get something good, no? You're 19, it's 12. It is 12 for you. Playing Bison this patch? Oh god, dude. So I think this helps, but I don't think this... I feel like the biggest issue I have with Sagat person is he does too much drive gauge damage, bro. That shit is insane. I feel like my drive gauge is always smoked against him. But I think maybe they kind of want to... I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing to have some characters be focused on managing your drive gauge, though. I think that's, in general, not best. Whoa, that's a lot of Sea Viper updates. Oh my gosh. Often went to performing some moves unintentionally, which made her strengths as a character hard to utilize. That's a lot of changes. This is a lot of change. Let's just go through it like this. Otherwise, there's too much text. -3 to -2 for stand heavy punch, stand heavy kick, horizontal blowback reduced when hitting an airborne opponent, grab bound time increase hitting an airborne opponent, crouch medium punch, active frames from 3 to 4, hurt buckle on the arms when active attacks active frames reduced backwards. Oh, that's probably good for her. Just harder to whiff punish. Heavy thunder dash, collision pushback expanded upward on hit, making it harder for the opponent to pass under the attack. I don't even know what move that is. Normal aerial kick knockback time on block increased by 1 frame. Updated so that the opponent is behind Viper when the attack is blocked. Winning recovery is 1 frame more than if the attack hit. Huh. A super level 1? Yeah, I don't know. With her supers, I don't really know. There's like notes in here too. There's like this whole entire super has 6 parts to it that they adjusted. Collision pushback expanded upwards. Viper's center axis no longer moves from the attack's activation point from the time immediately after the attack is performed until the 4th frame after the screen transition. Easy inputs are no longer recognized on heavy punches input while in a neutral or reversal situation while standing on the heavy ground. While you cannot input 24214 heavy punch or 21424 heavy punch to perform super R2, easy inputs are still recognized with light and medium punch inputs or during special moves super cancels. Note number 2, due to a limited number of buttons when using modern controls, easy inputs are not turned off in neutral or reversal situations while standing on the ground. 4, when the move is performed after a high jump cancel, easy inputs will not be recognized for any punch inputs. 5, the buffer window when easy inputs are not recognized during the situations described in points 3 and 4 has been shortened. 6, on the first frame of a normal or special move, the input will only be overwritten by an input of super R2 when a non-easy command input command is used. Wow. That's a lot of changes for one fucking super. They must have been getting this super like crazy out on accident, or it just wouldn't come out at all. Something like that. Alex, where you at? Let's see. King gotta throw that launches? Oh man. DOA has those. I'm just surprised they give more of those to King. If he got more. I'm so curious to look at the Tekken 8 patch, but it's probably not a good idea. Level 7 hours. I think I'm just gonna wait for tomorrow and raw dog it. What do I think about this patch note overall? I think it's expected. It's almost exactly what I expected. I will say the chin buffs are not what I expected. I thought maybe what they would adjust is yeah, I don't really know what changes I wanted for chin, but I think the El Hazanshi changes are interesting at the very least. So I think it'll be fun at least as a chin player. But for the people that wanted like a huge overhaul, huge system changes and stuff, I didn't think they would do that personally. I think the game is doing too well for them to do that, so I think eventually they will do something like that, but I think that's gonna be year 4 or 5 maybe. Until the game kinda gets Until revenue starts dropping significantly and then they need to get people back into the game, and then I think they'll do it. And so far, revenue for this game is up like crazy. Most popular esport in Japan, making crazy amounts of money for Capcom, etc. So, it's pretty cool. At the end of the day, it's got a good netcode. It's good old Street Fighter 6. Sometimes you're in the mood to play it, sometimes you're not. Sometimes you put up with the input system, sometimes you don't. So, it be like that.